Hello, this is Greg Shields with Real-Time Publishers, and I'm going to show you the #1 reason why you should upgrade your Active Directory domain to Windows Server 2008 R2 today. Now you'll see here we're taking a look at the Active Directory Administrative Center. And in here, just like your own Active Directory users and computers, we have a list of all the different things that we can take a look at in our Active Directory. Now, one of the things that I've actually created in the AD Administrative Center is this Executive Users OU here. This Executive Users OU has two users, Bailey Sori and David Knight. Now, if we take a look at Bailey Sori here and we right-click and choose the Delete button, wait a minute. I've just gone and accidentally deleted a user account out of my Executive Users OU. Ooh. Good thing that I have Windows Server 2008 R2 and the Active Directory Recycle Bin feature, because that feature is going to save the day for this accidental account deletion. Now, I've actually gone and accidentally deleted Bailey Sori's account, and that's a really bad thing. But what I can do is actually use Windows PowerShell and integrate it with the Active Directory Recycle Bin to very quickly bring Bailey Sori's account object back to life. Now you'll see here I have a copy of Windows PowerShell. What I want to do first is actually import in the Active Directory module into Windows PowerShell so that I can make use of the Active Directory functionality. There's Import Module Active Directory. Once I've done that, I can actually take a look and actually restore Bailey Sori's object. Let me actually copy and paste another line in here so we can take a look at it. You'll see here I'm using the Active Directory module's Get-ADObject commandlet, and I'm filtering it so that I'm just displaying Bailey Sori's name. I'm also using the Include Deleted Objects switch because I want to make sure that I actually include those deleted objects. Once I actually find Bailey Sori's object using this tool, I can actually then pipe it to Restore-ADObject and very quickly restore Bailey Sori's object back to life again. If I go back here and then hit the refresh button, you'll see that Bailey Sori's user object is now back and happy once again. That's pretty quick. That's actually a very cool tool that we can make use of, but you only get that when you upgrade your domain to Windows Server 2008 R2. Now, sometimes maybe I didn't delete an individual object. Maybe I'm working here in my domain and for some reason I go and accidentally delete, an entire organizational unit full of users. Uh-oh, that can be a really bad day if I don't have the right tools in place. Now, the first thing I might want to do is actually go through and see if I can actually restore Bailey Sori's objects back to life once again. I'm going to use the same command. But, well, wait a minute. I can't actually restore Bailey Sori's object because the parent object has been restored. One of the things about Active Directory Recycle Bin's way of going about restoring objects is that you can't actually restore an object until the parent object is also restored. In this case, that may be a user object can't be restored until its organizational unit is restored. Or another organizational unit can't be restored until the organizational unit it used to be in was restored. And so before we can actually go through restoring Bailey Sori's user object, we actually have to go and restore the OU. And I'll show you how to do that right after this brief message.
Did you know that some of the industry's best and most authoritative books are available as free electronic editions? With a free membership to nexus.realtimepublishers.com, you'll have unlimited access to a library of more than 100 IT books, all in unlocked PDF files that you can print or use on any device. There are no banner ads and no vendor white papers. Every book is written by well-known independent authors who are the top experts in their fields. Learn about change control, software development, Microsoft Windows, Linux, database administration, data center operations, messaging, and dozens of other topics. Download as many books as you like and keep them forever, all free with your complimentary membership. Stop wasting hundreds of dollars on IT books. Get electronic editions for free at nexus.realtimepublishers.com.
One of the ways that we go about locating and restoring a series of objects, particularly in the case where we've accidentally deleted an entire OU, is by actually listing out the available objects that have been deleted. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste another command in here. You'll see in this command that I'm running Get-ADObject again, and I'm filtering to just whether isDeleted is equal to true and the name is not equal to deleted objects. In this case, I'm choosing the Include Deleted Objects switch also, and I'm bringing up all the properties here using -property equals star. I'm piping the results here to a table, format table, and I'm just bringing these two columns in, MSDS last known RDN and last known parent. If I take a look at this, it will actually show me the list of the objects that have been deleted and also who their parent is. you'll see here executive users as a parent of the domain itself, and the two objects, David Knight and Bailey Sorey, have their parent as the executive users OU. This gives me a set of breadcrumbs to help me identify which objects need to be restored first before I can go through and restore my actual user objects. Now in this case, I've got to go through and restore the executive users OU. The way that I go about doing that is this final command that we're going to take a look at here. And I'll paste that in and use the Get-ADObject commandlet again. And this time I'm filtering on MSDS last known RDN and making sure that that's equal to the executive users OU. And I'm again using the switch include deleted objects, and I'm piping that to Restore-ADObject. If I hit the enter button here, you'll see that, oops, it looks like I've actually restored that organizational unit. If I go back here and hit the refresh button, you'll see that executive users OU is once again restored to functionality. The last thing I need to do is go back here to PowerShell once again and replace executive users with, well, Bailey Sorey and David Knight. I'll do that now. There's Bailey Sorey, and there's David Knight. Once I've done all of these, all the objects are once again available for me to use. You'll see here if I go back to the Active Directory Administrative Center and hit the refresh button once again, I can take a look at executive users and see that both of those user objects are available.